2018 Volvo XC90 review. The 2018 XC90 is elegant, without doubt. But a few flaws maintain it from like a segment leader. If there may be one virtue that this 2018 Volvo XC90 possesses in spades, it's elegance. From the extra-classy exterior styling towards the impressively well-appointed interior, the XC90 exudes panache. It's a luxury crossover with the fancy vibes you'll be able to hope for. More compared to a good-looking car, though, the 2018 XC90 drives well and contains precise handling plus a sense of stability while traveling. It has room enough inside along with an abundance of high-tech security features, both around the standard equipment sheet and available as options. All on this adds up to a good and desirable crossover, but there are many drawbacks. Our main issue, the XC90's powertrains. While Volvo's turbocharged T5 and turbo and supercharged T6 four-cylinder engines work fine inside brand's smaller vehicles, they seem less ideally suited to the big XC90. Performance and fuel economy suffer for that reason. The T8 hybrid fares better, yet it's pricey. And we've found all XC90s may have a rather rough ride over bumpy roads when fitted while using bigger optional wheels. That's not something you expect, or want, within an SUV of the caliber. The XC90's flaws aren't fatal, though. There is usually a lot to enjoy about this upscale crossover, of course, if it gets plastered on your short list, the test drive. Notably, we picked the 2018 Volvo XC90 as one of best mid-size SUVs with this year. What's new? For 2018, the Volvo XC90 gets some additional equipment as standard like adaptive cruise control and blind spot monitoring with rear cross-traffic alert. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, previously optional, are actually standard at the same time. If you need a good balance of luxury feature content, performance and price point, the XC90 T6 Momentum is our choice. It stays together with the smaller 19-inch wheels, which will help with all the XC90's rider quality issues. It gets a lot of the top trim-level equipment, including fourth-zone automatic climate control, adaptive headlights and heated front seats. And if this is not enough available for you, almost always there is the design and inscription trim levels that in the ante a great deal without the need to switch over for the T8's hybrid powertrain. Trim levels and features. The 2018 Volvo XC90 can be a luxury crossover SUV with 3 seating configurations and 4 different trim levels: momentum, design, inscription and excellence. Regular XC90s are termed as the T5 and T6, whilst the hybrid is termed the T8 twin-engine plug-in hybrid. The momentum trim level comes with lots of standard equipment, for example a rear view camera, lane departure warning plus an impressive 9-inch touchscreen. The design may be the sporty version on the XC90, even though the inscription and excellence will be more luxury focused with equipment like ventilated front seats along with an adaptive air suspension. For standard equipment, the T5 Momentum receives a turbocharged 2.0-litre engine, 250 horsepower, 258 lb-ft, an 8-speed automatic transmission, 18-inch alloy wheels, LED headlights, a panoramic sunroof, an electrical tailgate, a rear view camera, rear parking sensors, lane departure warning, keyless entry and ignition, faux leather premium vinyl upholstery, 8-way power front seats with power lumbar adjustment, driver seat memory settings, 402040 split second row seats with individual slide and recline functions, a 5050 split third row seat plus an auto-dimming rear view mirror. Technology features to the T5 Momentum include pilot assist semi-autonomous driving mode, adaptive cruise control, a 9-inch central touchscreen, a navigation system, voice controls, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto connectivity, and also a 10-speaker speakers with satellite radio and also a USB port. The T6 upgrades into a 2.0-litre supercharged and turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, 316 horsepower, 295 lb-ft. The T8 plug-in hybrid uses the identical turbocharged and supercharged engine since the XC90 T6, but it really adds an 87 horsepower electric motor. Total output is 400 horsepower and 472 lb-ft of torque. With a 240-volt charging station, fully recharging those takes just about 2.5 hours. The EPA estimates pure electric range at 14 miles. Both the T6 and T8 Momentum models get 19-inch wheels, a more substantial digital driver information display, leather upholstery, heated front seats, third-row seating and fourth-zone automatic climate control. T8 Momentum models also receive LED adaptive headlights and added interior illumination. The redesigned trim level features 20-inch alloy wheels, unique grille and exterior accents, a hobby steering wheel with shift paddles, upgraded sport seats with power thigh support, leather upholstery, illuminated step plates and aluminium mesh cabin accents. The XC90 inscription entirely on T6 and T8 is similar on their design but possesses its own wheels and interior and exterior trim. It also has upgraded leather upholstery and rear side blinds. Available only around the T8, the excellence trim level practically turns the XC90 in a 4-seat luxury limousine. In place in the rear bench seat, the Excellence adds 2 captain's chairs with footrests, a rear center console with folding trays, a touch-screen controller, heated and cooled cup holders as well as crystal glasses. All 4 seats from the Excellence come standard with ventilation, heat and massage functions. Additional upgrades include bright exterior trim, 21-inch wheels, an adaptive air suspension, extended leather upholstery, additional sound deadening, a 19-speaker Bowers & Wilkins audio system, added rear seat USB ports plus a refrigerator. Options with the XC90 are generally grouped into packages. The Momentum Plus package has the adaptive headlights, headlight washers, greater driver display, illuminated step plates and added interior illumination. You can find the convenience package to incorporate front parking sensors, automated parking assist, a surround view camera, heated windshield washer nozzles and, from the cargo area, a grocery bag holder plus a 12-volt power outlet. The luxury package inscription only adds heated rear seats, a simulated suede headliner, leather grab handles and sun visors, along with a massaging function for the front seats. Individual option highlights based on trim level include 20, 21 or 22-inch wheels, an adaptive air suspension with adaptive dampers, a heated controls, a head-up display, a built-in second-row child booster seat plus a 19-speaker Bowers & Wilkins head unit. Trim tested. Each vehicle typically will come in multiple versions which might be fundamentally similar. The S in this particular review provide our full test in the 2016 Volvo XC90 T6 inscription turbocharged and supercharged 2.0 litres inline-4 vertical bar 8-speed automatic, AWD. Note, since this test was conducted, the actual 2018 Volvo XC90 has brought some revisions. Mostly for example the addition of options packages and use of items, for instance Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Our findings remain broadly applicable for this year's Volvo XC90. S combination is adequate. Drivers with hilly commutes, serious grades or tough highway merges might choose to look for something with a lot more power. Handling is competent and controlled. acceleration. Reasonably quick off of the line, nevertheless the engine runs out of breath quickly, leading to a leisurely 7.9 second 060 miles per hour time. Dull engine factor is fixed by switching to sport mode. The 8-speed automatic transmission is hesitant to downshift. Braking. The XC90's brake pedal carries a short, firm action that individuals like. Virtually zero nosedive during panic stops. Lots of control without jumpiness. The XC90 stopped in 124 feet from 60 miles per hour. That's about average for the SUV, with all-season tires. Steering. The steering doesn't supply a lot of feel or feedback, but it really is reasonably quick and predictable. Rare to get a car with steering this quick. The XC90 isn't twitchy. Good on center control. Handling. The numbers don't tell the entire story. However, the XC90 hours had the optional adjustable suspension is incredibly controllable. It feels low and planted. Stability control is tuned for safety, and it turns on early and frequently. Drivability. The best safety and fuel efficiency systems are transparent on the driver. The Volvo's many systems are frequently inside way, from false alarms from every sensor to one on the roughest automatic stop-start systems we've experienced. Comfort. From the first time you take a seat, it's obvious Volvo spent a lot of time about the XC90's seats. Very great. What's not too great could be the ride. Our tester lived with impact harshness over any bump that sent an actual physical and audible shock throughout the cabin. The cabin is very quiet otherwise. Seat comfort. Exceptional front seats. As in other Volvos, the XC90's headrests don't adjust, but everything does. Tons of thigh adjustment, great lateral support and many available lumbar adjustments. The second row seats slide and recline. Ride comfort. When equipped while using optional 21-inch wheels, the XC90's ride is only able to be termed unsophisticated. The SUV bangs over small bumps and bounces over the top ones. The ride is well controlled as soon as the initial bump harshness. Noise and vibration. With the exception in the well-tire suspension smack, the XC90 is exceptionally quiet. No wind or tire noise. It's the form of quiet which makes you speed within the highway. Some engine wheezing during hard acceleration. Interior. A tiny mixed bag from Volvo. Materials, design and workmanship are certainly good, class-leading in a few areas. Ergonomics and functionality are behind the leaders. The centerpiece with the XC90 can be a big 9-inch touchscreen that is quite quick to react, nonetheless it controls more functions personal computer should. Is beneficial. Even have got mastered the fundamental touchscreen's menus and controls, you will discover features that happen to be hard to use and unnecessarily packaged into the screen, for example climate control, radio tuning and seat heating. Trip computer and gauge controls, too, are inscrutable. Getting into or getting out. With the optional air suspension, the XC90 carries a neat trick. It automatically lowers itself once parked, making entering or out simple. The doors aren't particularly long, that makes access in tight parking situations easy, too. Roominess. The cabin in the XC90 feels open and spacious. There's room enough for driver and passenger, who won't feel cramped. The second row offers good legroom, headroom and width for two main adults. The kids-only third row seat is typical for that segment. Visibility. Sightlines have become good, which is a clear look at where the hood ends. Side and rear visibility are stored on par to have an SUV this size. Volvo's 360-degree camera is likely to skew your surroundings, making it not easy to identify poles, walls and curbs. Utility. While it isn't really necessarily a class leader, the XC90 does well from the utility category. A large cargo closet, decent tow and helpful features ensure it is relatively utilitarian. Technology. While the Volvo's infotainment product is attractive, it might be significantly harder to master than rival systems, especially using the abundance of buttons about the dashboard. Also, certain controls are buried deep inside the system with and are not easy to find, although you may know where you should look.
Yeah.